Hiya, this is the video report for Leicester and Kettering for the past 3 months. That's March to May with a tiny little bit of June. Okay, so in terms of the number of DAs that I've had over this 3 months, I've had 7 in total that have been trained and active. 3 are in Leicester, that's Vimal, Sukhjit and Linda, and 4 in Kettering, that's Lee, Will, Aaron and David. In Leicester, that's now finished, and that was as of June the 7th when the last team meeting and the final one-to-ones were held. However, there will be some more formal exit interviews that will be held later in June time. In terms of the progression of the 3 volunteers that were left in Leicester, there's Vimal, who successfully gained employment about a month or 2 ago. He's obviously still going to continue with that. He was very kindly sticking with the project and supporting us because he loved the role so much, which is great. He's also going to continue supporting the WEA IT for Me course in Leicester, which is great news. I know he loves it. Sukhjit is still trying to set up his own community group in media, sort of bringing media into deprived areas. So very good luck to him with that. And Linda is seeking other voluntary positions, mainly with childcare providers, possibly Sure Start, which I've suggested, but generally just because that's where her passion lies. Really, that's what she used to do as well. In Kettering, basically, I'm still struggling to set up some more secure drop-in sessions. We are doing outreach opportunities to get everyone used to their roles, which I think is actually working out really well because with Leicester we've decided to start with drop-in sessions to ease people in slowly and then try to sort out outreach sessions. But then it was quite difficult, one because the amount of people that left due to employment but just grew rapidly, which was then meant I had low people on the ground. But also because it then felt like a very big jump from the kind of comfortable position where they were at, which was in a drop-in capacity, and people coming to them. So it's quite difficult. Whereas as difficult as it's been for the volunteers in Kettering, I think that they've really enjoyed it, and it's definitely been new going straight out there and going into outreach opportunities and trying to grab people as they're going by and really working on how you engage people in that first few seconds. I think it's been a really good change for Kettering compared to Leicester, and I think it's had a great impact on their way that they view how they work with members of the public and how they make their sessions work. Anyway, yeah, I'm still seeking drop-in sessions. Outreach opportunities have been over Adult Learners Week in KCU and in Markets, Desborough and Kettering, of which I'm trying to set up some more. In terms of the drop-in sessions, I've finally managed to get contact with a member of Kettering Mind, but they were unfortunately part of the home visiting team, therefore not the appropriate person to speak to, because the person that I was meant to speak to was on holiday. So hopefully I'm still trying to chase that, so hopefully that will develop into a drop-in session, because the guy I spoke to, Nick Cox, was very interested. I have also made contact with Northants Libraries Department in the Northants County Council, and the woman I spoke to there was very enthusiastic about it again. So hopefully that will develop into something. I have sent them some further information, so they just need to take it to a few people, and hopefully we'll get at least outreach opportunities, hopefully a few more secure drop-in sessions at libraries around Kettering, hopefully in Kettering. I've also made contact with Raunds Library and Raunds counsellors. The Raunds Library one is already ready to go now. They have confirmed 3 outreach sessions, so yay to that. And the Raunds counsellor that I spoke to, Julian, he's really enthusiastic about getting loads of different organisations in Raunds involved, local coffee shops, the sheltered housing, library was one of his suggestions. Also possibly some local community groups that meet quite often, and faith groups. So he's offered to make contact with them on my behalf and try to oil the ground for me, well, oil the contact with for me, which is great. So hopefully that will work out very well. It's not Kettering, but I'm happy to take on Lawns. In terms of partnership, moving on to that, partnership reviews, they haven't happened over the last three months, even though they should have done. The ones with Leicester are due to take place now in June, so we'll wait to hear back for that for the next meeting. Partnership agreements, I have completed one with the Ladies First Gym in Kettering, which was a place where I did some outreach sessions and hope to do some drop-in sessions when I get some female volunteers, which I'll go into in a second. And one with the CMAC Centre in Leicester. Even though we've now finished with them, they have already sent positive feedback about the work that we've done with them, and they were very much praising Vimmel, and I know that they've taken the contact details of Vimmel and Sukhjit and hope to take them on at least occasionally to engage members of the community or when they have special events there. So that's great news. And I have sent partnership agreements out to the organisations I mentioned earlier around Kettering as if you wish to set up continuing sessions, this is what we'll work together, to complete, just so they're already heads up about what to expect. In terms of volunteer recruitment, yes, I'm still struggling, as I was at the last video. I didn't manage to get enough volunteers to run another Kettering course, so what we've done is we've agreed to do a regional course, which is basically combining all the learners from the different areas, 5 of which I had willing to do the course, but only 2 turned up to the first session. Unfortunately, that means that I can only run with those 2 for the blended course, and I'll have to consider the next 3. Actually, one of which has given his sincere apologies because he was ill for that. So hopefully I will be able to run either one in Kettering or we'll run another regional one depending on how this pilot goes. I have already in the last week received a few more requests for information about volunteering in and around the Kettering area. My visit to Wellingborough and leaflet distribution and visiting different organisations already seems to have turned out well. One person signposted from Tresham College, so awesome. But yeah, we'll see how that goes. Again, hardly any women. I think there's only been 1 woman again who's shown interest so far. Quite a lot of people have come from the Kettering Volunteering Network, I think it's called, KVN, and again, all men. Still no women, despite trying to really get to women. I'm going to try harder again. So, and the Raunds council that I mentioned earlier said he's going to recommend me to the Women's Institutes nearby as well. So hopefully I'll be able to get in there quite easily. But overall, that's about it for us. Yeah, done. Any questions? Feel free to email me. abodart@wea.org.uk. Thank you. Bye.